Hi, everybody. Welcome to Magic Universe. This is the timeless November 2020 spiritual guidance pick a card reading. Now, how can it be timeless and November at the same time, right? Well, I read the energies for November, and energies are timeless, kind of like how when you find a quote from someone that's from like 200 years ago that makes sense to you in your life today. So if you're drawn to it, that means your energies match it right now, even though it may have been spoken or written or created way, way before. So all readings are timeless. So if you feel called to watch this video after November, there will still be a message for you here. In my last video, the mid-October one, someone left the sweetest, sweetest comment. And it just feels so nice to know that these readings are connecting with you guys. And I just want to say thank you for watching these videos and commenting and subscribing and liking and all of that good stuff. You guys are awesome. And I'm so happy that you look forward to these videos. I'm working on some stuff right now, but pretty soon I should be back to making more videos. And actually, one of those things that I'm working on is my Etsy shop, and it's up already, but I'm still tweaking some things between that and my website. So, but you can check it out. You can search Magic Universe Co. directly on Etsy, or you can just go to my website and there'll be a link to the Etsy shop. And my website is magicuniverse.co, that's .co. And you'll find different options for psychic tarot readings and energy alignment and all of that good stuff. All right, pick a card reading. Okay, so here we have three groups. Group 1 is vibrating at baby pink. Group 2 is vibrating at red. Group 3 is vibrating at deep blue. So take a moment to see which color you feel you are vibrating at right now. What are you resonating with? And click on the timestamp for your group in the description box below, and I will meet you there at your reading. Hi, Group 1, if you picked this baby pink color, this reading is for you. And I'm emphasizing baby pink because when the cards are coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a very specific message. So I'm going to give you guys the specific message first. So for those of you that resonates with, you get, you get the message first, and then I'll give the more general message for everybody else where that doesn't apply, okay? So the first card that came out from this deck, the first three cards is the Psychic Tarot deck, and it's Oracle cards, but it's based on the traditional tarot, right? So the first one, Foundation and Achievements, that's actually the Four of Wands. And then the second one, Patience and Planning, that's the Seven of Pentacles. And then the Hope card is a Star card, okay? Just in case any of you out there also read tarot, then you know what we're dealing with here. Foundations and Achievements, Four of Wands. This is like about a family. This is about building a foundation. And then having the second card, which when I was shuffling, that card actually popped out. I put it back in the deck, and then I picked it and it came out as the second card. So this is really important, patience and planning. And just seeing those two cards together, I'm like, oh, do some of you want to get pregnant? Are some of you wanting to have a child? And then you have the Hope card that came out next. And I was like, oh, wow, that is a very specific message. So Spirit is letting you know, if you've been wanting to create a baby, if you're wanting to get pregnant, that they know about it, first of all, and it's on its way. To have hope, to change, they're kind of, in this reading, they're kind of letting you know how to focus your mind and how to change your energy, so that you have the Page of Pentacles. That's the child, that's the manifestation, right? Yeah, so I'm just calming my energies because I feel so excited. So this is talking about, be patient. There's a process that it has to go through. and that your wish for creating this baby is coming true. Just focus your mind and change your energy. That's all they're saying. Because if you look at finding the stillness, that's about meditation. That's about there are thoughts. I feel like there are thoughts that I'm gonna bounce around a little bit, okay? In the second row, the Five of Wands, that talks about conflict, right? So just talking about like conflicting thoughts or maybe conflicting energies in your environment or around you or something like that. And Spirit is saying you need to clear your mind of any thoughts that go against what you're wanting to create. Okay. And that's a general message for everybody. Like whatever it is that you're wanting to create, even if it's not a baby, there's some kind of foundational thing that you're wanting to create. And that takes, patience and planning, right? The hope is there. You need to change your energy so that you're optimistic about it, so that you're hopeful about it, and clear out the energies that are conflicting that are resistant towards what you're wanting to create, right? So how you do that is you find the stillness, you focus your thought. Finding the stillness, the back of this card, this card is actually from a deck called the mediumship training deck. So it's for people who want to train their psychic and mediumship skills, but it's applicable here because if you skip over to the second paragraph, when developing your spiritual abilities, meditation is an essential part of your training and development. Meditation is a state of being in which your active mind slows down. And it's a time of quiet reflection to achieve clarity. With time and practice, meditation can take you to a place where you silence your mental chatter, because that's really what you want to do. In doing so, you become increasingly aware of the subtle and shifting energies within you. It may seem impossible, but you can actually train yourself to watch your thoughts come into your mind and go right out again, much like the ebb and flow of ocean waves. Soon, disruptive and unwanted thoughts will lose their power to influence your consciousness. There are many ways to meditate. Try different practices and find the one that works best for you. Try meditating for 10 to 15 minutes at first. As you become more proficient, gradually extend the length of time, which 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes tops, that's sufficient. So clear your mind of any thoughts that go against what you're wanting to create, okay? And another way to do that is the next card. Do something for someone. Give your attention to another. So from this card, I'm getting the message, if you're into animals, if you have pets or anything like that, your love and appreciation, because some people, their pets are their children, right? So when you're focusing on your animals, you're actually vibrating at having a child. Like it's that same vibration as how you would feel if you were to actually have a human baby, right? So when you're focusing on your animals in that way, if you're that type of person who loves your animals that way, then you're vibrating in that same vibration that allows for a human person to also come through, okay, and have a similar type of relationship with you, okay. The other message from this card is just to focus on something else. Focus on something else that lets you. It doesn't have to be animals. Like focus on either another person, other children, other people's babies, or if you already have your own children and you want more, right? Focus on the love that you feel for these people, or focus on any activity or thing. Because we also on the second row we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's really about focusing your mind on something so that your energy is flowing in a way where you're flowing appreciation, you're flowing love, you're flowing interest, you're flowing curiosity, you're flowing and versus not flowing, right? Because the next card, the Five of Wands, it's about not flowing. It's about conflict. It's about any thoughts that go against, or any kind of even physical evidence that you see out there in the world that go against what you're wanting to create, right? And I say that because I was also drawn to pull a card from this app that I got that's called Health and the Law of Attraction. It's from Abraham Hicks. And the Law of Attraction expands my every story. So the back of this card says, the Law of Attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. In other words, that which you think in any moment attracts unto itself other thoughts that are like it. That is why whenever you are thinking about a subject that is not pleasant, right? In a very short period of time, most of you, upon any subject that you ponder very long, attract enough supporting data that it does bring forth the essence of the subject of the thought into your experience. So if there's anybody out there who, say your situation is that you're wanting to get pregnant, but you're feeling like, oh, it's so hard to get pregnant, like it takes a long time to do it, or whatever your situation is, that maybe in your condition that it would be more difficult, or anything like that, right? Those thoughts go against what you're wanting to create. But the more you think about it, the more evidence the environment is going to give you. You're going to start meeting up with more people that are having difficulty, right? You're going to find more evidence on the internet where other people say it's hard, right? So this is saying that you have the power to change your thoughts, so that if you're powerful enough to create evidence that goes against what you're wanting to create, you're also powerful enough to create evidence for what you're wanting to create, right? So once you're able to find the stillness, clear out the mental chatter, focus on things that you love that allow your energies to flow, and release this Five of Wands energy, release any of the evidence that that go against what you're wanting to create, then that thing will come to you. The Page of Pentacles, this is the manifestation, right? So whether your thing that you're wanting to create is a baby or something else, right? It works the same way, where you allow yourself during this patience and planning period, during the Seven of Pentacles period, to shift your energy, shift your focus onto something that allows your energy to flow. Then the hope's going to come in, the manifestation is going to come in. Okay. So this reading just when the cards came out, it just got me really, really excited, because like all of the cards like confirmed each other and supported each other in the meaning of the entire message. So I love it when that happens. All right, so group one, yeah, good luck. I'm so, congratulations. I'm even going to say that because I'm going to look towards the end. That's what you really want to do, right? Foundations and achievement is the complete picture already. The family is already there. Your whatever it is that you're wanting to create. The Four of Wands is the everything is okay card for me, and it's also means celebration, victory, stability. It means all of that. So the achievement of the foundation. Okay. And so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching. If you liked this reading, go ahead and click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. And leave a comment below if you are indeed planning on having a baby, because that would be really, really interesting to know, okay? Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. Hi group 2, if you picked this red color, then this reading is for you. You guys, are you guys seeing this? The first two cards that popped out, I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my god. You're gonna get help. Somebody's gonna help you out. Yeah. I'm also seeing, it might be human peoples that you might be getting help from, or it also might be like angelic or spiritual help from like your guides or your spirit, because I'm seeing in like the first row, the fourth card, the Ten of Swords, that you're just about ready to give up on something, there's just so many the situation is that something is not looking the way you want it to be, right? So it looks like the idea of it is almost dead. The idea of it is almost killed off, and you're just like, I can't do anything about this anymore. That's kind of what it looks like. And whatever your situation may be, Spirit is saying something or somebody is going to help you. Okay, you're going to get help. There is a specific message coming through for somebody out there. If you're wanting to buy a house, and it's looking bleak, like either you're wanting to buy a house or you want to move somewhere and it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, you're gonna get help. Okay, that's like a specific message for somebody out there. And so, whatever your situation is, that it's been looking bleak, but the Knight of Pentacles says it's okay. It's going slow, true, but there's progress. It's gonna get somewhere. The Knight of Pentacles is like the slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. So it is gonna happen, but maybe it's just been taking a long time and you're almost giving up hope, but you're gonna get help. There's a big energy about being uplifted, being supported, being pulled up from where you are, right? Okay, so looking at the second row, there's also something here about letting go. And it looks like it's letting go of beliefs, letting go of any beliefs that don't serve you. And a lot of those beliefs seem to come from other people. So the first card in the second row, others' opinions are less important than my personal guidance system, right? So the back of this card says, you did not intend to use the opinions of others to measure against your beliefs, desires, or actions in order to determine the appropriateness of them. I'm getting the message that those of you who care way too much about what other people think, you don't need to, because it's not serving you. It's kind of like those other people's opinions are calling you off your own direction, to the place that you want to go, what you want to create for yourself, the life that you want. If you check in with other people too much, they're going to give you their opinions, of course, right? Because you're allowing them to. And everybody has their own way of living. Everybody has their own beliefs about what they feel is right. And that's fine, that's fine for them. It's not necessarily right for you. You see? And so Spirit is saying maybe sometimes your own opinions will match those of others around you, but maybe sometimes they won't. And it's okay to kind of go against the grain of what other people believe, and trust your own guidance system, because your own spirit will always call you to the right place for you. Okay? Okay, so instead you knew and still remembered long after you were born that it was the relationship between the opinion or knowledge of the source within you and your current thoughts in any moment that would offer you perfect guidance in the form of your emotional guidance system. So you see how in the front, the picture, the guy is staring at his own path, staring at his own thing that he wants to, his own goal, his own focus, right? And all these other hands around him are trying to reach in and say, hey, but I'm thinking this. And they're all these different paths, all these different directions. And all you got to do is feel inside yourself to know what's true and right for you. And then so strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. This card is about holding on way too tight to either religious beliefs or any kind of structural formed beliefs of that have already been created by, say, like a group of people or something like that, right? And either like culturally, I'll throw in politically or whatever, right? Check in with yourself to see if, hey, maybe I joined this group, I belong in this group, but do everything that they say match up with what I personally believe inside myself? Does it match up with my emotional guidance system? Even if you belong to a group, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go with everything that they say that they have written down as their rules or their beliefs, right? And this is talking about, like, you don't have to go with the group. Trust the inner guidance that you're getting from yourself. If it feels right or wrong within you, then it's right or wrong for you, right? You're still an individual, even if you're part of a group, okay? And so this is saying to, don't hold on so tight to what's already structured, what's already laid out, and check in with yourself to see what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and then go with the flow, the serendipity. The flow will take you where you need to go, and it may be within the group, it may take you out of the group, it may take you to an entirely different place. And I believe if you look at this, the bottom row with the top row, those in the 10 of Swords card, where, because swords are like mental thoughts, right? Swords are mental. Whatever those thoughts are that are killing your idea, like, it's, you can change those thoughts. You can pluck those swords out. It doesn't have to be, it could be that these swords, they're from other people. They're thoughts of other people, but you've accepted them. So it's killing your idea, the thing that you're wanting to create, right? And so this is saying, like, once you're able to focus on what you want for yourself and just kind of like let other people's opinions go, and you go with your own flow, that thing will come in. That thing that you want to manifest will come in. Because, like, consider your foundation card. It could be a house, right, that you're wanting to create, or it could be some other kind of foundational thing, the project that you're working on, or the family you want to build, or whatever it is that you're wanting to create, right, in your life. It looks like a long-term type of goal, and it's like, don't give up hope on creating this kind of perfect ideal picture for yourself, whatever it may be. Don't let other people's opinions sway you from your goal. And don't let too many rules and structures that have already been set up make you think that your dream, whatever it may be, is not doable. That's killing it off. That's the 10 of Swords, right? So allow your dream to be a long-term thing that you can go in a slow and steady way towards it. There's help coming for you. When you change your energy and you follow and you focus on your source energy, your inner emotional guidance system, spirit will lift you up. Spirit will guide you and take you, flow you, serendipity, flow you to where you need to go to get to where you want to be. I'm not seeing that whatever this thing is that you guys are working on is going to manifest, like, within the month that you're watching this. Like, if you're watching this in November or anytime after, this is a long-term goal, but it is going to get better during this time. You see the two arms pulling you up. It is going to get better. The energy is going to start to shift, but it's a slow, steady thing. And just let it be a slow, steady thing. Allow your flow to take you where you're going to go. Yeah, this is a long-term goal, okay? All right. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, click on the thumbs up, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. Okay. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Hi, group 3. If you pick this deep blue color, then this reading is for you. It's interesting. I've been getting these really like specific messages for people. So this one, well, okay, let me tell you what the specific message is that I'm getting. This one looks like a situation where maybe some of you out there are having to choose between being doing what you want to do and having the relationship that you want to have. Okay. And maybe there's some kind of thing going on within a relationship that you already have that you have to mend, right? Because you have a mending card here, and you also have forgiveness. And you also have communication and the heart chakra, So it's kind of like, is there a situation that you're in where you're feeling like you want to do, there's so many things that you want to do and you just don't know how to fit it all in there into your life. You're not sure how to make everything be in harmony within your life because there's just like so many things, and maybe some communication or some relationship with some people have either broken off, or there's some fracture, because that the picture that I'm seeing is just like a little hairline split, where things aren't quite right between you and somebody else, where you feel like, I want to be able to do all the things that I want to do. I don't know how to have that relationship with you, with whoever it is, and also be able to do everything that I want to do. Okay. And this shows up in several places in the reading. So a very interesting thing is, like, on the first row, the two cards in the middle, you are limitless and I love you. These two cards came out together in my hand with you are limitless on top of I love you. So it's almost like, in you being limitless and wanting to do everything that you want to do, it's covering up the ability for you to show love to another person. So it's kind of like, you don't know how to, like I said, like, you don't know how to fit the limitless part with the love part. And so this shows up again in the second row, where you have the Fool, which is this guy going on a journey. He's like so joyful, so carefree, and he's running off to do his thing. And then right next to it, you have the stability, the marriage, the home card. It's like, how do you have both? How do you have like a stable home, a relationship, a foundation, and also run off on your journey and be free at the same time, right? So I kind of see this dichotomy, this kind of like, there's two things. I want all of it. I don't know how to focus my mind. You got the mind focus. I don't know how to focus my mind so that I can be me, do my thing, and also have the relationship. And so Spirit is saying that it takes communication, like, this is talking about how to reestablish the connections so that you can still be limitless, still be yourself, still live your life the way you want to, and have both of them, and have the love that you want, right? So effective communication builds a deep bond grounded in common trust and understanding. And that's the first card. Communication is key, is very, very important. You need to open up your heart chakra. There's just this kind of idea, right, of lack. If you have a belief that you can't have everything. If you are limitless, you are limitless. There's no limitless but, right? I mean, if you're limitless, that means you can have everything, including the love, including, every aspect of your life. And Spirit is letting you know that you can have everything. You can encompass everything into your life. It doesn't have to be either or. Okay. And it's just like letting go of that idea of lack, meaning that idea of, there's only so much of me, there's only so much time, there's only so much life, that it's not possible to squeeze everything in there, or it's not possible to focus on so many different things at the same time. And Spirit is letting you know that in order to resolve like this particular situation, say you're having a thing with somebody, and it's feeling like you have to choose between yourself and them, that all it takes is communication. You can have both. I mean, because the I love you card came out. These are powerful words, you know. And then the you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. It doesn't have to exclude the other one, you know. It can include it. So yeah. So it looks like spirit is saying, you know, to mend your relationship, communicate, open your heart, allow yourself to believe that you can have everything. And forgiveness, it really just talks about being on the same page, right? Being able to, like the other person, I feel like the other person feels the need to be heard, or feels the need to know that the I love you exists, right? And once you have that communication and the heart is open, it's like, it's more, nothing is being left out. Nobody is being left out. Like the relationship is not being left out. Okay. And it has to do with, I'm going to read the back of this mind focus card. This card comes from the deck, the mediumship training deck. And you don't have to be training for mediumship in order to use these techniques. But this talks about concentration and focus of the mind are keys to sustaining a strong link with the spirit world. To create a strong link with the spirit world, it's important to build up your psychic connection so communication can move freely back and forth between spirit world and you. And that's so funny. It talks about communication. I mean, this talks about between the spirit world and you, but within the you know, scope of this reading, or the message of this reading, it seems to be talking about communication between you and this other person. Okay. Communication moving freely back and forth, and that's really important with your relationship with this person. A mind that is not focused cannot concentrate on the task at hand. Once your attention veers off somewhere else, the link to the spirit world can easily be broken, and you'll have to reinitiate the connection all over again. So I kind of feel like if you substitute the spirit world with your partner or whoever it is that you're having this relationship with, it talks about your attention veering off to, you know, either doing your own thing or whatever, and maybe that's what this other person is upset about, right? And that's what's causing the fissure between, you know, in your relationship. And it's like, if you will communicate, establish that connection with that person again, it'll be okay for you to do both. That's the sense that I'm getting, that you can have both, and it doesn't have to be one thing or the other. There are many ways to train your mind to be more focused. Meditation is one way. Simply focus on the rhythm of the breath as you inhale and exhale. If your mind wanders, bring your awareness back to the breath. Another way is to gaze at a single candle flame, focusing all your attention on the flame and thinking of nothing else. Focusing doesn't mean intense staring. It's more about placing your awareness on one single thing at a time. So there's this thing that's coming to me. When say you have a lot of things to do, okay? You have a lot of things to do, and how do you fit them all in? Okay? And this is like a more general message, like in case your situation isn't that you have a thing with another person, but that there's a lot of stuff that you want to do. You don't know how to fit everything. How do you have both? How do you have everything in your life? Maybe that's your situation, right? And there's this message coming up where it's like, each thing that you want to do, when you decide to do it, focus wholeheartedly on it. Like Abraham Hicks talks about, when you're enjoying a meal, you're not enjoying this meal and thinking about some other food somewhere else. You're enjoying this meal, right? So say you're hanging out with this one person, a friend or your lover or whoever, right? Focus on being there, being present with that friend, with that other person, and then they'll feel the connection. They're not going to complain. If you have an hour to spend with this person, spend the hour with this person without being on the phone, without, your attention flying off to other things, because that's the only time somebody else will complain that you're not there for them. Right? If you're scheduled to be with them and your mind is off somewhere else, you're not really there, even if your body is physically there, right? So whatever you're doing, focus 100%, focus wholeheartedly on the thing that you're doing, and then you'll be able to fit so many things into your life, everything into your life that you want. And you don't have to do everything all at once. I'm hearing Spirit saying it doesn't have to be everything at once, because there's a very overwhelming feeling that comes with the spread. The energy that I'm feeling is that it's good in the sense that there are a lot of things that you want, so that's a good thing. And then it's overwhelming because you don't know how to get it all in there. And Spirit is saying you don't have to feel like you have to do everything at the same time or everything now. It's okay to, like I was saying, how Abraham says, when you're enjoying this meal, you're enjoying this meal, you're in love with the meal, your energy is flowing towards this meal. You don't have to be eating this and then focusing somewhere else and thinking, oh, but I'm not eating that. Like that's split energy. So this is talking about mind focus. Mind focus on the thing, be present, mind focus on the thing that, or the person that you're with, the thing that you're working on. And then you will feel fulfilled, even if you're not doing 100 things at the same time. You can be doing one thing after another thing after another thing, and then you'll have a very, very fulfilling life. Okay. Yeah, that's the overall message. And for those of you where it is about a relationship, it's going to be okay, because you have the Four of Wands, mending, and forgiveness, the ocean forgiveness card. Okay, and there's a lot of love in the relationship. So all it takes is for you to feel open and also feel limitless, in that you can have everything, that you can do everything. Okay. All right. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click on the thumbs up, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. I will see you next time. Bye.